Good morning. This is Mary, and this is the last Monday of January, and it's time for a high five. Last night, it was 11 o'clock. I was falling asleep, and then the Lord spoke to me and said, "When are you going to share about the word I gave you for 2021?" And He gave me a word for 2021, but I was expecting more. He said truth. That is His word for me for 2021, truth. And I kept waiting for Him to add to that. And obviously, He, from His speaking to me last night, He's not going to add to that. That is my word for 2021. And so I got up, and for the next 3 hours, I just spent looking at truth, and I just found some amazing things. Just have so many notes here. I want to start with the Hebrew word truth, emet, and it means firmness, stability, or perpetuity. Second meaning is faithfulness or fidelity. The third meaning would be uprightness, integrity of mind. And then the fourth meaning is its truth is opposite of falsehood. So I want to show you the word in Hebrew. This is the Hebrew word, and I hope you can all see that. This is the word is emet. Emet is truth. Probably should move back a little bit further. The word is emet, E-M-E-T, and it means truth. And it's made up of 3 Hebrew letters, and of course we go from the right to the left in Hebrew: Aleph, Mem, and Tav. And Aleph, Mem, and Tav. It's emet. Now, that is the word for truth. Now, if you take away Aleph, you get the word death. So without Aleph, it's the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and the last letter is Tav. So Jesus is the beginning and the end, the first and the last, the Aleph and the Tav, the Alpha and the Omega. He is the beginning and the end. And what's interesting is the Hebrew has 22 consonants, 22 letters in their alphabet. And I was reading an article last night, and he had, this is from Hebrew for Christians, and he had 28 letters, and so he's got some letters in there probably added because they're the suffix, the last letter, and that if it's some of the letters, if they're the last letter of a word, they're used, they look different. And but what's interesting is if Aleph stands for God. Aleph means what is the first, what is the strongest, and what is the greatest. And it's like Aleph Bet, house, Bet is house. And so the father would be the first, would be the strongest, and would be the greatest of the house. And so this is, Aleph has always stood for God. And if you take God out of truth, you have death. And it was interesting. I was reading this, and it says, and Yeshua told us, "I am the way, the truth, the emet, and the life, and no one comes to the Father apart from me." Those who denied His reality are in a state of spiritual death. And that's one thing the problem that we're having, and I think that's why the God only told me, I want you to concentrate on truth in 2021. Romans 1:25, who changed the truth of God for a lie. That's why judgment came. Hosea 4:1, hear the word of the Lord, O children of Israel, for the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. The New Living Testament says, instead of saying truth, it says there's no faithfulness. There's no faithfulness. And so I want you to start meditating on the word truth, because I'm going to be talking about it all week. Okay? God bless you. Bye-bye.